Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian, and let me go ahead and just apologize in advance because I am probably going to be sniffling a good bit. Um, I seem to have brought a cold home from Florida, so yeah. So I will apologize in advance for that. I will try to be as good as I can, and I'm sure I sound terrible. At least I sound terrible to me. So hopefully I'll be a little less energetic this week, but hopefully I'll be back to my semi-abnormal self next week. Alright, so, hello, welcome to, all you new people, and welcome back to, all you people who have watched me before. I'm still I thought maybe I would get to, 300, by the time I got back from Disney, but I'm not at 300 yet. Um, I do still want to do a 300 um, subscriber giveaway. So, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. It does help me. I don't earn any money. I just do this for fun. Um, but it helps that whole YouTube algorithm. I don't really understand the whole thing, to be honest with you, but um it would help me out. So I'd appreciate it. And that way you also know, when my videos go up and all that good stuff. So also like if you like them. That helps me as well. So I appreciate it. All right. So I guess it's kind of excuse me. I'm sorry. It's kind of the elephant in the room. I was not here last week because I was in Florida. I did a 5K, and I have not put this up uh on Instagram yet, but I want to. I keep forgetting to. But it's I just wanted to show this off because it's so we got the Disney 1 and 9 5K, and it's a surprisingly heavy metal. Unfortunately, you can't really tell. But it's pretty cool. So each one, like the 5, the 10, the half, and there was a dual challenge, which I believe was the 10K and the half. They each had a different bad guy because the theme was villains. So we got the Evil Queen, yay. Maleficent would have been cool, but Maleficent was, I believe, the half marathon, and that's not happening. So it was really fun. This was unfortunately, for you guys on the East Coast, last week there was a really big storm that came up from the Gulf. It wasn't a hurricane. It was just a big front that came through, and unfortunately, that came through right about the same time I was down there. So the run, um, and we did have to get up at ass o'clock. I ended up maybe getting an hour sleep, maybe, before the run. So, excuse me. I very much apologize for the coughing. I've taken some medicine, but I can only do so much, unfortunately. Um, So it was raining off and on for the run. But it wasn't too bad. It was fairly light. Thankfully we got kind of lucky where the heavier rain actually came later in the day, later on Friday, instead of early on Friday. So the run was through Epcot. So you started in the parking lot. You came around to you got to see some of the backstage area, which was really cool. I mean, I'm very sorry, guys. Um, it was nothing terribly exciting. It's mostly just, the backs of buildings and, that kind of stuff. All the industrial sort of things, the pipes and things. But it was still pretty cool. We did get to go underneath, like part of Test Track actually goes out into the backstage area, like the very end when you're going really fast. If you guys have ridden the ride, um, so we actually got to go underneath it, which was really cool. I mean, because it's high up. It's way, um, it's in the it's in the back lot, but it's way up high. So like there's parking lot and other stuff below it, and so we got to go in there. We got to go through. We went back on stage through Mexico, walked around part of the world. I think we went back through I believe it was Morocco. We got through the back of France, so I got to see the back of the new Ratatouille ride, which is, I mean, it's just a show building, so there was really nothing interesting. It was just a gigantic building, but it's cool. Um, and then back through the National Gateway, and through the rest there. I did get to go not right past Imagination, which is my favorite ride, but that kind of roundabout that's in the middle. So I got to go close to it, so close enough to take a few pictures. Um, and then I'm very sorry. And then back out to the parking lot. And what was really super cool is that um, they had volunteers and cast members like cheer you along, like on certain parts of the route. And as silly as it sounds, it really does help um, to get that encouragement. It really was very nice, and it definitely encouraged you to to keep on. So this is I got Earl Grey Creme from Tivana, I believe it was. Is it Tivana? Yeah. Um, and a little bit of milk. So that's what my tea is today. Of course, my friend that I was staying with, he ran it with me. Um, so it was very nice to have somebody with you, even though a lot of the times you're not really talking because you're walking pretty fast, and I mean, some people were running. In fact, um, because they were like there must have been a couple thousand people doing the 5K, and so I'm sorry. Um, so they took they did like in groups, so and we were way towards the back just because we'd gotten there kind of late. Well, we sat in the car for a few minutes while some of the worst of the rain came through, so we ended up kind of in the back of the group, which is fine. It's not a big deal. um and so we had the start, and then the finish was kind of behind us, and we could actually see people finishing by the time we started. Because I mean, if you're actually running it, 5K, which is 3.1 miles, I mean, you could if you ran it, you could do it in 15-20 minutes, if you really wanted to. Um, so and we started about an hour after the first start. It started about 5. We started just a few minutes before 6. Uh, so no, maybe it's closer to 5:45, but it was late. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't edit this. I apologize. I'm not even sure. Part of me is like I'm not even sure if I want to post this or not just because of the coughing, but I'm gonna try. Um, So that was actually really fun. It was not as hard as I thought it would be. Um, I mean, it wasn't easy. I wasn't running. We were doing. We averaged about 3 miles an hour. Um, so we got done in just over an hour. Um, so that's not a bad pace. And in all honesty, in all the training, I've really been averaging between about 2.9 and 3.2 miles an hour, depending on if I'm walking or if I'm treadmilling. Um, so it's right in my medium. So 3 is kind of my comfort area, I guess. Oh, also, so of course. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna try not to make this too long, so I apologize if I'm skipping around here a little bit. Uh, I got foggy brain. Um, so um, on Thursday we went to the Wild World of Sports um, to pick up our stuff, and we both had I don't have it on now because it's dead, but we both had our watches on so we could see how much we were walking. We walked about 2 miles around the um, Wild World of Sports, just getting all of our stuff. We had to get like the packet from one place and the bib from another, and it's just I don't really know why they had it set up that way, but they did, so it is what it is. And of course, they also had a place where you could buy things, and I was pretty good. I only got three things. One of them I didn't bring over. One of them was a wine and dime uh, um band, like how you can do a band that you could attach to your Disney account. So you can use it for pictures. You can use it if you can set a um you can attach um a credit card to it and use it as a credit card, but I didn't. But it also helps, when you're doing well, it's not fast passes anymore, but the genie pass and all that stored on the magic band. So I did get a magic band. I did not use I did not use my new magic band this time. I actually got a Figment themed food and wine festival one, which I used. So um but I did get a couple of pins. So this one, come on. Come on. There you go. So it's even got the little see, it's even got the little it looks exactly like the metal. And so it's even got the little necklace part of it. So that's cool. And then this one is just kind of the same thing, but not in the metal form. So there you go. I thought those were kind of cool. So I grabbed those two. Hold on, check it out. See? They're the same. Well, kind of. Mostly. Anyway, so that was actually all I got from the wine and dine. They did give you a shirt as well, like one of those kind of wicking shirts. I ended up not wearing it. I just wore a t-shirt. You know, I just didn't. I didn't really want to use it. I wanted to wear my own shirt. So, um, so Thursday I did the walk around Wide World Sports, and then we went to downtown. Well, not it's not downtown Disney anymore, Disney Springs. So I ended up walking quite a few miles before that. Didn't get much sleep. Friday morning we did the um the walk, the 5K, and then I had intended to do Epcot afterwards. I ended up changing that, thankfully, um, because A, I was tired and I didn't, and Epcot's a big park, and B, the weather wasn't gonna be very good, so I changed it to the Magic Kingdom, and um, I actually went by myself. My friend and his roommate that I stayed with were both sleeping, so well, sleeping and working. Um, so I went by myself. That unfortunately ended up being kind of miserable. It was raining, it was cold, everything was wet. I was already tired. So, I mean, I did get to ride some rides. I did my favorite. I did Pirates, which I had to do, obviously, because that's besides Journey to Imagination, Pirates is my second favorite. Um, I did do Haunted Mansion, Small World, um, Winnie the Pooh, the TTA. That's the little thing you get to sit down and look around Tomorrowland, and it gives you a great view of the Tron track that they're building, which is cool. The new Tron ride, um, and Buzz Lightyear. I think that's everything I rode. So I mean, despite it being a miserable day, I did get quite a few rides in. When you're by yourself, you know, it's a lot easier to kind of, you know, do what you want to do. Um, so yeah, that was interesting. So Saturday, um, me and the two people I stayed with, we did Epcot, which was fun. I finally got to ride the new Ratatouille ride, which is cool. Um, got to do all the good stuff. Didn't do Frozen. Didn't do We did do Test Track, of course. We did Single Rider Test Track, which is the first time I've ever done a single rider because I'm not a fan of scary rides, and but the lines were too. I mean, it was super busy at Epcot. It was just stupid busy. So you know, it would have took us it would have taken us forever to ride it if we all were stayed together. So I did it for the first time as a single rider, which was fine. I did good. Almost lost my hat. That was a little scary, but it's weird. I have this weird love hate relationship with both Space Mountain, which I didn't get to ride, and also Test Track. They scare me, but I also kind of like them. So, you know, it's not the same way. I refuse to ride some of the rides at us. I refuse to ride Slinky Dog and something else I forget. But anyway, so yeah, that was fun. Got to do Imagination, of course, and so yeah, that was really fun. Got to we did the teppanyaki at Japan, which was fun, and we made a little bit of an early day with it because we were all tired. Sunday we did I want to say it's MGM, but it's the Hollywood Studios, and so I only had 3 days, so I had to leave out a park, so I left out Animal Kingdom because I hadn't seen Star Wars yet, any of the Star Wars land, and so we got to do um, Smuggler's Run once, which is amazing because it looks like you're just walking into the Millennium Falcon. It is just amazing. Um, and then we actually got to do Rise of the Resistance twice. Um, which was really really cool. That's the big new one, and it's just like fully immersive. You get captured, and I don't know. Anyway, it's I don't want to like spoil it, but it's kind of like with Haunted Mansion where the cast members who work there, they get to be not very nice. I mean, not they're not mean, but because they're resistance. Because they're first order. Sorry, because they're first order. They get to be, and your resistance. They get to be. You know, they get to order you around a bit. But so that was fun. Also, I did Star Tours, and for the first time ever, I got to be the spy. In all the years that I have been to Disney parks, and all the years that I've ridden that ride, I have never gotten to be the rebel spy. So that was actually really cool. I think I'm not sure. Um, I don't know if the cast member can choose, um, or if it was just a weird coincidence because I was actually having some problems with my seatbelt. I had put it on wrong. I don't even know how. And so she had to help me. She was very cool about it. And of course my two friends were giving me a hard time about it. And then I got to be chosen as Rebel Spy. I'm like, that can't be a coincidence. If it was like the biggest coincidence ever. But I think she chose me because I was being a bit of a pain. Not on purpose. And again, she was super, super cool about it. So I'm not the first, and I know I'm not the last that will ever get it. I think I managed because I was on the end. I think I managed to get it like over my armrest somehow. I'm not even sure how, but anyway. So after I was the spy, and we went on these Rise of the Resistance. My friend Jeff he ratted me out to the First Order and told them I was the spy. He ratted me out twice actually. So yeah, that's what friends are for. Um, I'm sure I'm missing a lot of things that really cool things that happened, but I'm kind of trying to gloss it over because it's already been almost 20 minutes. But yeah, so that was really really fun. I've already got another 5K scheduled. Well, I had already signed up for a virtual 5K for Disney. Because I mean I can do a 5K, um, in one day at the gym. I can sit on the treadmill for an hour and do 5K. That's not a problem. But I also signed up for a real one here in town. I think next Friday. So we're gonna have to see how I feel. Um, Hopefully I'll feel better and I'll be able to do it. It wasn't very expensive at all, and I found a website that has a lot of local, runs, 5Ks and things. So, I would like to keep doing this because, I'd like to kind of get in a shape that's not round. So I'm in a shape, but it's not the shape I want. Um, and 5Ks are good, and it's fun to have medals. It's just it's fun to be able to see. Oh, okay, well I did this then, I did this then, and I can remember the runs that I've done. So it's nice to have that physical reminder, and hopefully have a physical reminder if I can lose some weight. We'll see. Um, so two physical reminders would be nice. But yeah, so it's not till Friday afternoon, so I'll still be able to do a video next Friday, which is my intention. I just was not feeling well last 2 days ago, and I could not motivate myself to get it done. So that's why it's today. Um, I did not actually go to uh, my LNS yesterday, which I, I wanted to, but at the time I wasn't 100% sure that it was just a cold. I actually went to a clinic yesterday. For the first time, I actually got the thing shoved up my nose, which is not fun. They're like, oh, they won't shove it up very far. They shoved it up pretty far. Cause I was just afraid. I had a nosebleed in this nostril. And so I was afraid, and my nose bleeds for nothing. Um, so I said, well, use this one then, and they did, and it didn't bleed. There was like a tiny bit of tiny bit, but it didn't really bleed. So it was okay. It wasn't great. I didn't enjoy it, but I came back negative, so yay. Um, and the guy said it sounded like a pretty typical just cold. It just so it's a virus, but it's not the same virus. It's the cold virus. So I know I just have to work my way through it. That's all there is to it, and I've had it for about a week now. So I'm really hoping that this kind of starts going away. That would be really nice because I really started getting the sore throat Sunday evening, and then Monday as I was driving back home. So, all right. So that was a very, very long first part of the video. Um, but I'm hoping that you guys were interested. If not, I apologize, and I guess I should have warned that you can move through that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So let me go ahead and get on with other stuff then. So I'll try to do the comments super quick since that took a while. First off, and I'm sorry I'm going to butcher this name, Naleki Glanstrop? Glenstorp. Um, Black currants are also called cassis and are used quite a lot in sodas because of its tartness. The preserve is also a great topping for no-bake cheesecake. That sounds yummy. I actually didn't know they had another name. I've heard of the liqueur called creme de cassis. So now I know what it tastes like. It tastes like blackberries or black currants, which is very cool. So thank you. I appreciate that. Um, Mandy Pinecone. If that is your actual last name, that's really cool. I love it. They were talking about one of the items that I got in um my advent box. They said I could use it to hold a clean towel on the back of the door of my bathroom. Um, that's actually a really cool idea. So I might do that. Thank you. Thank you for the idea. I appreciate that. Deborah Dixon says Legos, please. So I talked about maybe making a video about all the Legos that I have back behind me over here and over here to the side, which you can't see. So I will try to do that maybe when I start feeling a little bit better. Don't have this terrible cough and throat issue. So keep a look for that. Keep a lookout. I think the Stitch from Stash idea of a budget and then credit for finishes seems like a good concept. Yeah, that's what the Stitch from Stash, like the actual website, the Facebook page does. And it is a good idea. So I will probably do something similar to that. I just maybe I might just do my own thing and maybe not you know, might not sign up for theirs. I might just kind of do my own way of doing that. Um, so talking about you could have a budget and then have a few free purchase Fridays. Um, that's actually a really cool idea. I'd probably have to do a free purchase Saturdays just because that's when I go to my LNS mostly. Um, so I might schedule a couple of those. I think that's kind of a cool idea to kind of give me, a few little incentives and things to kind of look forward to. Maybe like one every 3 months or something like that. So that's a good idea. So I appreciate that. Also, she said, of course, I'm monogamously stitching on a BAP, so that's not my area of expertise. Um, I actually started out being monogamous. That did not last all that long, so I feel you on that. Mm. Oh, Deborah Dixon also said, oh, any day is good for filming. Thank you. I appreciate that. Priscilla and Chelsea have a great video on FlossTube about tea and coffee dyeing, and they bake theirs, which make it darker. So the one that I used was also the baste and bake, where where you dip it and then you bake it afterwards. So that is one that I used as well. I believe I did watch theirs in the past. They're not the one that I used this time. Um, but I'm gonna do a little bit more experimenting. I just need to get my hands on a little bit more cheap white Ada. So if anybody knows where there's some good cheap white Ada, that um definitely, I know there have been Facebook pages that have had them, but I don't know what they are now. So if anybody can give me any links, please do. But yeah, thank you for the information. I appreciate that. Um, Teoni? I'm not gonna try last name. I'm sorry. Great to meet you. Stitched with you yesterday on Zoom. Happy stitching. Well, that was a week ago. That was last Thursday, a week ago. Um, I am part of Pam, Stitching the Line Good Enough, who is awesome. You should go watch her if you're not. She just opened a brick and mortar store, which will also have a online store. So definitely look out for her and her store because it's just opening right now. So, but anyway, so she does a stitch along for the Hawthorne Hollows. And so that's where I met Tony. So thank you. It was actually nice meeting you. I'm sorry I did miss the last one just because I was not feeling it. I was sick, obviously, and so I did not get on. So, but next time I will definitely look forward to stitching with you again. So cool. Carolina, my old buddy, um, she says I don't know if this will stick. She's been having problems with posting. I got the comment. Um, I love blackcurrant. I'm not sure if you can get blackcurrant in the U.S. She said she couldn't find it in the U.K., but she could find it in Poland. Um, I haven't looked for it in the U.S., so I'll have to do that. I don't know whether how readily available it is. Um, let's see. Oh, your linen product looks super good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've really been having a lot of fun with it. So um, despite the fact that it's on linen, I mean, just dinosaurs. Come on, who doesn't love dinosaurs? If you don't like dinosaurs, you're uncool. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. Let's see. Oh, with the pumpkin, you can just get stitch in the background, just do the pumpkin, um, and the outline. So, she's talking about which I will show my little mill hill. Unfortunately, with the way that the background color is a lot different than the stitching, I don't think not doing the background would work. Thank you for the idea. I do appreciate it, but yeah, unfortunately, I think I'm just gonna have to do the background. I just don't think there's a choice. Plus, I have already started it, so you know. If my fabric comes out stiff, I soak it in a little bit of laundry conditioner for about 10 minutes and then wash it. I've never tried laundry conditioner. I have done the good old just soak it in water for a few minutes and then let it dry. Um, so that does work. But I've never tried it, so you know, I'm assuming you mean something like a woolite or something. I'm not sure what you mean exactly by laundry conditioner. But I can always give that a try next time. Thank you. Um, oh, the 24th of October was the UK release. The 4th of November was the United States release. That is for the Doctor Strange. So my intention had been to start a Doctor Strange project right here on the 4th of November, but unfortunately, since I was at Disney at the time, ironically, I did not. So I still intend to start it. I will probably start it this week. I mean, I hate that I didn't start it on the day, but heck, I might actually start it today because it's the 14th. So just call it 10 days late. So um, you know, I hate that I didn't start it on the 4th, but I can still start it. You know, it's fine. Uh, there's no cross stitch, please, right? Oh, that's really good. That Earl Grey cream is really, really good. So, um, but yeah, so and I will show that in a minute as well. All right, and last but most definitely not least, these 20 stitches, who you should also be watching because they're awesome. So if you're not watching, go watch them. Seriously. I'm so glad my package got to you. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Wish you a real amazing time at Disney. I did. I did have a good time. Um, oh, I also hope you get your Stitchy Bug back. It seems like you lost it after dealing with the One Nation issue. If you start it, it'll inspire you again. I have actually restarted it. Part of it was from One Nation. Part of it was maybe for some other stuff as well. Which you know, I won't get into everything, but so so yeah, it's a cool thing. But I have restarted it, so you know, I'm hoping maybe the bug will come back. It's not fully back yet. So, but yeah, so that's that. All right, so that is comments. I'm trying not to rush through too much, but I also don't want this to last too long. I'm going to show you. Well, first off, let me show you this one, which since I haven't started it yet, it's probably going to be a new start today. I'll be totally honest with you. Um, and this time I did actually remember to print out the first page. I'm getting better at that. So it's just a little chibi. Isn't that cute? Little chibi Doctor Strange. So it's white raven patterns, but and they're still on Etsy. Excuse me. I don't think they actually have this one in particular anymore, but they do have a lot of other really cool things. So even if they don't have this one, you know, there's still other cool things you can look at their stuff. So yeah, that's the one I'm probably gonna start. And I have this cool, kind of pinky purple. This must be a. Oh yeah, this is definitely a It's a printed, so it's more likely than not a fabric flare. But yeah, it's kind of showing up. You can kind of see the pinks and purples. So I thought it was kind of a kind of a starry sort of cool, trippy sort of thing. And I've got the so my friend Heather, who is going to start selling needle minders soon. I don't think she's quite yet. Um, she gave me this, I believe, as a birthday present. So let me take it off of here. Look, foolish mortal. Isn't that cool? From the Haunted Mansion. And then this other one was one I got from. A lot of people were doing exchanges, needle minder exchanges at StitchCon, so that was where I got that one. All right, cool. So that's the one that will probably get a start today. So call that a pre-start. As usual, no finishes, no FFOs. You know, that's kind of the way that goes. But I'm going to show you a couple here that I don't remember since it's been 2 weeks. I don't remember if I've actually worked on these or not. So if I have not, I apologize. This one I do not have a picture for, so I will just do this really quick. The cat's been fed. Don't fall for her bullshit, which is very, very true with our cat. And so I'm just working on the outline of the meow. And of course, I have two cat needle minders on that one. So, like I said, I don't remember if I'd shown you that before, how far I was with that. So I thought I'd give that a quick a real quick show. The other one that I'm not 100% sure that I've worked on since I've seen you guys. Sorry, my nose is running. I apologize. Because I thought I might have done this at the last time I went to my LNS. This is, was it Dinosaur Forest? There we go. This is my oh, come on, come on. There you go. So I'm still up in this corner. Oh, there we go. Over here, down here. Okay. I thought maybe I'd worked on this a little bit in my LNS, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm actually starting to count in and start working on some of the other things. Now, this one was the needle binder that came with it, and I'm not honestly sure where that one came from, the common cross stitch. So, I was working down this side, and now I'm in a tree in the middle there. So, trying to work on my my counting a little bit more. So, like I said, those may or may not have been ones that you saw last time. So the rest of these four, actually, that's not true about no new starts. Anyway, I'll get to that in a second. These other ones should be work that you have not seen yet. So, this is the one that Carolina was talking about. Where is the actual picture? There it is. Buttons and beads. So all that background is, because you can see, come on now. This brown is the actual, come on. Go. Ah, you're killing me. Kill me, Smalls. There we go. There we go. So this actual brown is the paper. So all that other stuff is stitched. So I've actually been working a good bit on this one. Okay, now I take that back. I have not done the background yet, so it's still possible for me to not do the background, but I'm still not convinced that. I still think this brown is too different of a color, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't really want to leave the background to last. But I may do a little bit more of the pumpkin just to see what it looks like. But unfortunately, I think it's probably going to look better with the background. These little spots here, those are not spots I missed. Those are spots where beads go. And there's some more spots up, a couple of spots up here as well where beads go. So yeah, so that's actually a good bit of work there. And I don't think you saw that much work on it. If you did, then I apologize. That was my bad. But I really should get that one done because it doesn't take that long. Honestly, if I had gone yesterday, I probably would have worked on that one. But, que sera, sera. It is what it is. So, this one I'm 99% sure that I have done extra work on. So, this is... I've really got a hankering to watch this lately, which I have not. But this is Good Omens. Good Omens stained glass. There we go. So once again, I'm still working around the first row here. I'm really close to getting that first row done. All right, so I have all the first row. Oops, everything hanging off here. So all the first row is blacked out. I just need to color it in. And so I think last time I was working on his hair a little bit and down around here with a couple of colors. So, like I said, I think you guys did not see that 2 weeks ago. Hopefully. Because I really haven't got a whole lot of stitching done. It's like I've just done a little bit on a few things. And, because, like I said, the stitchy bug is still not totally back. It's it's not gone. It's just not as prevalent right now, I guess you could say. Alright. So, this one, did I work on this one actually in Florida? I'm trying to think. Did I get any stitching done in Florida? No, you know what? I don't think I actually did get any stitching at all done in Florida. But I think either before or after I did get some work done on this one. Okay, well, I'll just throw this off to the side here. Alright. So I've got. Oh, this is Sorry, hold on me. Uh, get the actual paper. There we go. So this is once again Hamilton versus Seabury. Farmer refuted. Um, from Hamilton, of course. And so I am. Yeah, I'm on This Congress Does Not Speak for Me. Now I'm not all the way. I haven't done this whole thing. There's still some of this that I need to do. So I'm really. It looks like I'm, over halfway done, but I'm probably somewhere between a third and a half done. Because once I get this done, then I need to go ahead and shift it over, obviously, and do the rest over here. So, but there you go. So I know I was working on the and all that we've lost, and This Congress Does Not Speak for Me. So, and I'm 99% sure that is stuff that you guys have not seen yet. I hope. So, I don't know how much of that I did, but pretty sure some of that was done at my LNS. All right, and then the last one, which is kind of a start but kind of not, is drumroll please, and this is one that I have obviously talked about a couple of times already. If you know this bag, you know what's coming. Aha! Well, yeah, I know. There's a Hamilton. I know. I need to switch out the Hamilton what's it called? The Hamilton minder. But once again, this is the infamous One Nation by Bygone Stitches. Oop, there we go. Ta-da! So, what happened was this. And since I don't actually have any, I didn't go to any cross-stitch stores in Florida. I just literally didn't have any time, and I didn't go to my LNS, so there's no, I have no haul this time. But, what I did was, I talked to two different companies, because I wanted to make sure that I was going to get something that would work. So, from 123 Stitch, I got a half yard of 18 count vintage country mocha. They have a new tag now. That's not how it used to look. Which is nice, and this would have worked. But, weirdly, ironically, what I ended up going with was what it actually called for in the first place. The only thing I could think of is that I wasn't able to get it in the first place, and so I decided to work on something else instead of waiting. When apparently waiting would have been a better idea. So, this is 18 count ale, picture this plus, which is what it's supposed to be on. And this is from Yield Cross Stitchery, I believe. I don't remember the lady's name, but the lady who runs it was super, super nice. I would absolutely recommend them. The website is a little odd because it doesn't really say what's in stock and what's not. But if you email her, she's really quick about getting back to you, and she's really nice about making sure that you get what you need. So I would highly recommend them, and the prices were really good. Um, so I believe this is not a half yard. I don't remember how much this is. It's it's a little, it's not short, but it's a little short, like a little short of what I wanted it to be. Like I think it's maybe like right at 2 inches on both sides here. But it's got plenty of room up and down. So, but yeah, so this is ale. And look, check that out. You can see the white on there. So that is perfect. What one other person also suggested from there's a One Nation Cross Stitchers on Facebook, which I didn't know about until somebody had told me. Um, they said that there is an anchor white that's actually a little brighter than white for um for DMC. So that's actually what I'm using. Um, I don't really prescribe to the anchor is better than DMC. That's not has not really been a thing. But this is a nice bright white. So it is 00001. Yeah, 01234. Yeah, 00001. Come on. Okay, well, it's not good. Oh, there we go. Anyway, yeah, 00001, and it's not gonna show up in a video. But it is a little bit brighter. I mean, you can only get it. You can only get a white so bright. There's only so much you can do to it to make it bright. Um, but yeah, so and it's I don't I don't exactly like it as much. It's a little rougher. It's a little coarser. Come on now, quit being stupid. Go on, there you go. All right, so it's a little coarser. So far, I haven't noticed any issues with it. It hasn't really been tangling up all that much. It's been pretty good. I'd say about the same as DMC. Um, so I don't think it's better or worse tangle wise. So it's not, and the stitches lay nicely. I mean, there you go. Oh, there you go. So they lay well enough. And this is DMC the blue. So and the blue and the red were the same ones I used before, which is what is this? 498. So it's kind of it's showing up brighter, but it's kind of a dull, almost um what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know, kind of a older sort of colors, not bright and shiny, but more like sampler sort of blues or colors. And then the blue is 803. So they're not, so like I said, they're not really bright reds and blues. They're more samplery, more prim sort of reds and blues, a little darker, um, which I think will make the white stand out even more. Although honestly, these are the same red and blue I used before. And I never even got to try the red. So what I'm doing is where I'm being lazy and not reprinting, so I'm just putting dots over where I mean, if you can get anything out of this, good luck. But you can putting little black dots over the parts that I have redone. So yeah, it's a long process. I mean, as you can tell, you can see where I marked. I had the entirety of that page of blue done. Not all of the blue because there's still some on the next page, but um, I had a lot of the blue done, and so I'm not even close to where I was before, which is a little discouraging. But I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, I'll get back there. I'll get there. So that's all I can say about it. And it'll just take time. And I am actually excited about it. It's a little daunting just the fact that I've already to look at that piece of paper and see, boy, I had all of this done. It's not gonna lie, it's a little bit discouraging. And I could reprint it, but I don't know. It also kind of it's a little discouraging, but it's also a little motivating. It's like, well, I need to get back to that point where I was. So. And so now I have an entire half yard of 18 count vintage country mocha, which is really nice. Don't get me wrong, and it would have worked. Um, I just like the ale a little bit better. I think the ale might have been like a tiny bit darker. So now I have this for whatever I want to use, and there is enough of the other stuff that I can cut it off. Actually, I can show you right. I have it right here. This is I don't remember what it's called. But so that's how much I had done. And of course the white shows up here. Okay. It shows up in the video alright. But that's mostly because I have the windows open and it's super bright in here right now. But I mean I have all of that has not been used, so I can definitely use this for something else. Colonial Parchment? I think this is Colonial Parchment. 16 count Colonial Parchment, I believe. Yeah. Because I got this from. Oops, shoot. Sorry. Did my big old head there. There we go. 16 count Colonial Parchment, 31 inches by 19.5 inches. So that's my appendix crossing is my LNS, and this is how. So this is how they do their fabric. And I mean, if you know what the pattern is, they'll put it down there for you. So, but yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with this colonial parchment yet. Um, I really do need to go ahead and cut it off, and that way it becomes available. Um, but yeah, so that's that. Lesson learned. All right. Wow. So I've already had this going. So like I said, there was no real haul other than just those two pieces of fabric, which I was trying. Uh, you know, one or the other was going to go for my One Nation. So, and I don't remember. I don't think I'd showed those 2 weeks ago because I think I got those right before I left. Or a short time before I left. Anyway, that is about that. So, I'm just gonna do my of the weeks, and then you guys will be all set. So, let me bring these up here, making sure I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, nothing that I can think of off the top of my head. Like I said, if I will talk to you guys hopefully on Friday, and by then I'll know for sure if I'm going to be feeling well enough to do the 5K. So we'll give that a try. And I feel bad. There's a couple of Turkey Day 5Ks that are going on in town. But because I'm actually having Thanksgiving with my parents, and my husband, for some miracle, is actually off on Thanksgiving. Um, I'm gonna spend time with them instead of doing a 5K. I mean, that's all there is to it. So, sorry, that's more important to me. So yeah. All right. Okay, so my of the weeks. There we go. So I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Um, there was for my stitching website of the week. It is as usual on Etsy because that's kind of where I've been getting most of my patterns lately. Anyway, I think it's Zucanon. I'm guessing it is Zucinom. Um, they're Etsy, so they have a bunch of really cool kind of geeky stuff, and I just and there's a lot of patterns on there, and there's a lot of variety to the patterns. So I think pretty much anybody can find something that they would like there. So they're definitely going to be my recommendation this week. So that's that. Trying not to eat the tea bag. Yeah, that would be nice if I could not eat the tea bag while I'm trying to drink tea. So my non-stitchy website of the week is going to be, um, since I'm talking about tea, and I'm not drinking an Adagio, but I have plenty of Adagio teas back there. Adagio Teas has a tea advent calendar, and so that link will be below as well. It's $30. It's not that bad really. Um, and I don't know exactly. I mean, obviously you get 25 different teas, but I don't know how much of each tea you get. So I mean, if you get 3 or 4 servings, and you're only paying $2 per tea. Actually, no, you're paying about $1 per tea, a little bit over $1 a tea. So I mean, that's a good deal. I have not ordered it yet. I want to order it, but I have so many teas. I don't know if I should, and I don't know if my husband he might kill me. um, so I don't know. I may or may not order it this year. Um, I really, really am trying to work through some of the teas that I have. So between giving some away and drinking, I've been making a dent, so that's good. But getting a new tea, getting the new 4 new teas every month, which I love. Um, you know, I keep adding to my stash. And I did get a box this week. So um, watch my it's already up. It'll be up before this one. So just go to back to my channel and you can see what teas I got this month. Also, I do have a um, It's $5 off your first box if you use me as a reference. So I have a link down that below as well. So all right, and the last thing will be the beef act. I found a new. I've been actually having trouble finding more websites with new facts, but I found one 2 weeks ago, and so I think it'll be. I think I'll be good on facts for a while. So yay. Beekeeping dates back to 4,500 years ago. So there you go. I mean, we knew the Egyptians used honey, so I'm going to assume, I didn't look into that, but I'm going to assume that it probably was around the Nile River Valley that beekeeping was being done. But I don't know, maybe I'll do a little bit more research on that. All right, I guess that is about it. I did manage to keep it at under an hour. Yay. I'm really sorry for my coughing at the beginning. Um, I am going to go ahead and post this up. Hopefully that's not going to turn anybody off. Like I said, I just got this cold from Disney. Even though I was wearing my mask and using the hand sanitizers as I could. And I don't know if it was just maybe being in the rain, or if it was some just random Disney person. Who knows? You never know how you get it, but um, it was definitely a Disney because I started feeling bad as soon as I was about to leave. So, but yeah, so that's about it. I'm just gonna kind of take it easy and sleep a little bit more probably, and try to get through this cold. So I guess I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.